All right, 5-4 notes. Function notation is the method of writing variables as functions. So if I had the equation or the mathematical statement, y equals 4x plus 2, it would mean the same thing if I had f of x equals 4x plus 2, or I had g of x equals 4x plus 2. And that'll make sense in a second when I show you what we're doing. So I have this mathematical problem, 9x expression, 9x plus 42. And if I'm going to evaluate f of 5, that means that every time I see an x in my problem, I'm going to put it in parentheses with a 5 instead of an x. So my problem is 9, I'll just write it, 9x plus 42, but instead of that x, it wants me to figure what it's going to be if I use a 5. So that tells me that the function of 5, 9 times 5 is 45, plus 42 is 87. And what this is eventually going to tell us is that when I put a 5 in for my x, I get an 87 for my y. This is like a point. Okay, so let's look at this next one. My equation, my problem is 1/2 x plus 9. But the problem is asking me, what would it be if I plugged a 0 in for x? So let's erase our x. And just always use parentheses, so I'm going to put a 0 in. 1/2 times 0 is 0, plus 9 is 9. Okay, so the function of 0 would be 9, but 9's your answer. So that would be 0, 9, that point. All right, let's do this last one. What I'm dealing with is negative 14x minus 8. And it wants me to put in that negative 2 for my x. Parentheses are so important. Negative 2. So negative 14 times negative 2, that's a positive 28, minus 8 is a 20. So f of negative 2 would be a 20. Okay? Put numbers in parentheses. It's so important when you replace them for the x. Flip over to the next page for me. So on this page, we're going to do just what we were doing. My problem in number 1 is this 3x. And this table tells me that instead of x, I'm going to put a 0 in for the first one. So it's going to become 3 times 0. 3 times 0 is 0. Okay? So I've got my same 3x. I'm going to use that same problem every time, and I'm getting it from right here. But in this next one, instead of an x, I'm going to replace it with a 1. So I'm going to put my 1 in parentheses. 3 times 1 is 3. This time, I'm going to replace it with this 2 right here. 3 times 2 is 6. That's about 6. This time, we're going to replace it with a 3. 3 times 3 is 9. And you'll start to see patterns, 0, 3, 6, 9. Well, it's going to be a 12, but this time I replace it with a 4, and I get a 12. Let's look at number 2. The problem I'm using this time is x plus 2. But instead of the x in the first one, I've got to use this negative 2. Negative 2 plus 2 is 0. All right. I'm going to go we're going to go through and do the first ones for each of these, and then I need you to do the rest of them. So let's look at number 3. My problem is 2x minus 3. Instead of that x in the first problem, I'm going to put in this 2. 2 times 2 is 4 minus 3 is 1. All right, and then you'll do these 4. This next one, number 4, I have x minus 5. That's my problem I'm using. Instead of x, it's asked for a negative 2. Negative 2 minus 5 is a negative 7. All right. Now you'll do these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll do those 4. Number 5, here's the problem. X divided by 2. So my first time I'm going to use a negative 10. So instead of x, it'll be a negative 10. Negative 10 divided by 2 is negative 5. And then you've got these guys. And this last one is, the problem I'm using is x over 2 plus 3. And this first one, I'm going to use a negative 8. Negative 8, because that's what it says. Negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4 plus 3 is 7. All right, flip over to the next page when you are done with all the highlighted, green highlighted parts. On this page, you need to finish filling in the table. I'm going to go ahead and just give you a few numbers to help you out. So you'll just need to do these 2 on that table. Let's give you I'll give you those, and you'll need to get these 2 numbers on your table. And let's just make sure we know how to do this one. So x squared is the problem I'm doing. I'm going to take that x out, and you've got to use parentheses. I'm going to put a negative 2 squared in parentheses. That makes a 4. Negative 1 squared would be a 1. 0 squared would be 0. And you can do these last 2. After you have found all these answers, then we need to graph this. And I'm just going to kind of show you how we graphed it on this other one, and then you can do 2 and 3. So it's like negative 2 and negative 4 are a point. So I go negative 2 down 4. So I got that point, and you'll get the next point's going to be right there. 0, 0. We graph that right there. 1, 2. So once you have all your points, then you just draw your line. The graph on number 2 will be a straight line. The graph on number 3 will look like a U. After you finish that, turn to the next page. Instead of making a whole table, you're just going to plug in one number. So, and you've got to use parentheses. So we've got our problem, 4x minus 3. This 2 tells me instead of an x, I need to put in a 2 in parentheses. 4 times 2 is 8, minus 3 is 5. All right, you need to do that for all of these on this page. It will not take you very long. When you have finished all of these, you've got one more page. This last page is a quiz. Do your quiz, turn it in. Thank you.